All right, we are back. I'm your girl, Ronnie Alexandria. Wouldn't be me if we didn't throw up the deuces. Welcome back, welcome back. I am not the most consistent person. Bear with me. I thank you all who have joined me on this journey. I am really trying to get it together for 2020. So, new video. Hopefully this will be up tomorrow, which today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm trying to do this every Wednesday, so hold me to it. Accountability is great. I wanted to make a video about the number one thing that I think on me personally, that I think on a spiritual journey that kind of like threw me for a loop, or something that I keep getting stuck at every time it comes around. And it's kind of just like the foundation, like the fundamental, I guess, teaching of this whole thing, which is thoughts become things, and your thoughts and your words and everything create your reality. And for me, that was like one of the first things that I learned. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. But it's not something that you can just change overnight. And then when you do know it, and then you see certain circumstances and things happening in your life, in your reality, you can't unknow it. You can't, forget that you learned that. So then it's like, dang, okay, so I created that. Okay, damn, so this just happened. So this is my fault, technically. But that was in the beginning. So that was a couple of years ago. But now it's like, okay, you can't beat yourself up about, how your thoughts or how your emotions played out in your day, especially if this is something that you're just now learning. You are a baby. You're a baby. You're walking and you fall. You don't sit there and yell at your kid for not knowing how to walk and they just started walking this weekend. So anybody that's on a spiritual journey, it's okay. It's okay to forget. It's okay to mess up. That's a whole part of the journey. It's a process. It's school. We're learning. We're taking tests, right? As many times as we need to pass the course. But before, I was all, oh, okay, be gentle with yourself and be kind to yourself. You're just learning, walking, and then you fell, and oh, okay. But I used to really, I guess, be hard on myself. I'm hard on myself about a lot of things, but that in particular was something that I really needed to be like, okay, like, you just learned this. Everything's not gonna freaking change tomorrow just because you had a positive thought, this morning. It is a continuous cycle. It is a continuous thing. And I'm a very, very visual person. So a lot of things that I learned, or a lot of things that helped me move along, are things that I now have like this visual in my head. So I'm gonna, in this little space over here, I'm going to input some slides or some images that I think will help to correlate what I'm talking about, just so you can get a visual. But it is true. It is very true. The things that you are thinking, the things that you are feeling, and the things that you are saying do create your reality. And the basics of that is because everything has energy. Everything is energy. Everything is vibrating. Your thoughts have a vibration, your feelings have a vibration, your words have a vibration, your everything. This shirt has a vibration, this camera, the colors that you see, red has a specific vibration, blue has a specific vibration, yellow has a specific vibration, the plants, the trees, everything. There is literally this unseen force of nature that just because you are unaware of it does not mean that it's not working. So we live in a magnetic field. We live in this electric world, and we're just going on about our business, think, oh, the air, all of this. Like, if there was a device or some type of medical equipment, we would be able to see the energy that is moving through our atmosphere at all times. And for me, once I started getting that picture in my mind, it helped me get a picture when I was thinking, or helped me get a picture in my head of what I was sending out as a signal. So, and that was, if you're here by now, that I'm the metaphor girl. Like, I need to be able to break things down. Like, okay, so if I was a mother and I really wanted my child to understand these sciences, how would I break it down to a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old? to be easily understood, and that when those times come up, I can like quickly go back to that picture in my mind, like, okay, so this is what my thoughts look like right now. This is what my feelings look like right now. This is what I am saying, and this is what it looks like right now. And that there is an unseen force in our universe, in our world, whatever you want to call it, in our society, in our atmosphere, that is going on at all times. And some people want to call it the law of attraction or whatever. It's been there since before you and I. It's going to be there after you and I. It is just this invisible force, and that is how our world works. It's not something for us to try to use for personal gain, although it can be used that way. It's just there. It's the same energy that nature is already, you know what I mean, like living off of or communicating off of. When you hear the birds chirping, that's a certain frequency, energy that they're giving out, right? That's their way of speaking that has a certain frequency. They're on a level that you are not. You can't understand what they're saying because you're not on their frequency. Their other friends and homies and cousins and whoever understand that frequency because they are birds too. Birds can communicate to birds. Birds cannot communicate to dolphins because dolphins are on a different frequency. But they all have a sound that they send out that signals the other people within their tribe or within their family or within their species that they all understand. And so with humans, we have a frequency too. The only difference between us and animals' frequencies is that we have free will of what to do with the signal that we're sending out. So it's like, yes, you're in this magnetic forest, this invisible forest that is operating, whether you know that's operating or not. So you have the advantage to either influence it or it's going to influence you, point blank. And so for you to be able to influence it, that's just being aware of your mental, aware of what you're thinking, aware of what you're saying, aware of what you're feeling. One thing I did forget to mention was like, yes, so our bodies are electric, right? We are electromagnetic beings. You don't really realize that all the time, but there's times when you go to plug something in, or something came out the dryer, or you touch another person and you get shocked. That is a reminder right there that we are electromagnetic beings and that we are surrounded by an electromagnetic field, each and every one of us. Even our earth, the earth literally has the same electromagnetic field around it that you have. So you have each person that has its own basically little bubble field around it, and then the earth has that exact same field. So just all this energy, all of these different desires and signals and things going out into the earth and out into the atmosphere. You have your phone, you have yourself, you have your microwave, you have your car, we have radio towers, we have satellites in the sky, all these things that have that same electromagnetic spectrum around it that is all contributing to the vibration of this planet, the vibration of this earth. Now, some of that may be good or some of that may be bad, but right now we're talking about what you can do to control your field. This is me. This is us controlling that's literally like controlling your field, letting it flow. There are levels to frequencies. And so within our realm, like how I use the example of, okay, you have birds, you have dolphins, you have humans, you have whatever, they're all operating on different frequencies. Within the human frequency, our words and our feelings and our emotions have a level of frequencies. So you have like fear, you have guilt, you have, the negative feelings, right? Those operate on a lower vibration. And then you are climbing that ladder, climbing up to a higher vibration, a higher frequency, and you have joy and love and happiness. Those things are at the top, and those negative things are at the bottom. So you have this spectrum, which is literally called the electromagnetic spectrum, and it's electric and it's magnetic, right? So you have a electromagnetic spectrum to climb. Basically, there's levels to this. Level up. This is school, right? You're gonna graduate to the next level, to the next level, to the next level, to the next level, and we're all here to reach that top level, which is like the highest frequency for me, which is love, or here, like it says, enlightenment. Like that's what we're all trying to figure out. What is this? What are we doing? Why are we here? But there's lower frequencies that can keep you sometimes from getting to your higher vibration. And we'll talk about that maybe in another video or later, like some things to do to be able to keep your vibration up. But right now I really want to try to kind of break down the science in layman's terms, so you're not just like, oh, I gotta control my thoughts and this. Yeah, you do, but maybe having a visual will help you, like it helped me. So knowing that electromagnetic spectrum, knowing that, okay, for me, it's like, okay, now that I have that visual, when I'm feeling some type of way, or if I feel guilty, or if I feel fear, or if I feel shameful, or if I'm thinking about something from my past that made me feel that way, and so now my body is in that same vibration, okay, boom, what do I need to do to get me from here to there, right? To get me from guilt to love, or to just even sometimes I don't need to always make the jump from fear to enlightenment or from fear to love. Like just raising that vibration just a little bit, just to be neutral, just to be getting by. Which is, I'd rather be just getting by than living in guilt and fear. When you are in your mother's womb is the first organ that is developed. I know a lot of people say mind over matter, or I don't believe that. I always believe in following your heart. Within spirituality and everything, at the end of this life, we know that everything is based on our heart. If you're familiar with Egyptian or Kemetic philosophy, you know that your heart is weighed on the scales of Ma'at next to a feather. So it's all about our heart. So at the end, when your heart gets weighed, you know what I mean? Are you still holding on to negative shit, or did you let it go? Did you lighten up and now you're balanced with the feather? So the heart is really the most important thing. That is the first thing that forms in your mother's womb, and then your brain, and then all your other limbs and everything else. So your heart is, my way of looking at it, so it's an electromagnetic spectrum. So there's two things. There's electricity and there's magnetism. And for me, I look at my brain as being the electricity. That's the current, that's the flow, that's the information, or my words, that's the currency, that's the current, that's the flow. And then my heart is the magnetic part of that. So we have a magnetic, and I'll put a picture up here that kind of shows like what your aura or what your electromagnetic field looks like around you. And so you feel every time your heart is pulsing, that's a signal, right? It's a pulse, it's sending it out. You feel it, but you don't realize that your heart's field reaches out so far, between like 3 to 7 feet, I think. So that's really, really far. So if you think of that as, okay, so this is an electromagnetic, I'm a device, right? I'm an electromagnetic device. I have the capabilities to be able to send out a signal and to receive at the same time. So whatever I am putting out in my mind, or whatever I am putting out with my words, and my heart matches that. So say, I'm just really excited. I'm just really, really happy. And I feel that excitement. I feel what that's like. That's the pulse. That is my pulse. That is what I am sending out to whoever's next to me, to the universe, to whatever, right? Just pulsing, sending it out, sending it out, sending it out, sending it out. It could be positive, it could be negative. I could be having a bad day. I'm just continuously pulsing, unaware, pulsing out this energy, okay? And then it's coming back around. So whatever I'm pulsing out, right? I'm a magnet. So whatever I'm pulsing out is now coming back into me. I am literally attracting what I put out. I am a signal. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. I'm a signal. This is my signal, right? You send out a signal because you want somebody to hear you, see you, or to tune into your channel, right? Or your station or whatever. And if somebody is not on your same frequency, they're not going to be able to reach you. They're not going to be able to understand what you're saying. That's like when you're listening to the radio. And I mean, back, when we had dials and stuff on the radio or in the car, and you're like in between two stations, and you can kind of hear one station coming in, and you can kind of hear another one, and then it's a little fuzzy. But if you just turn the dial a little bit to the right, or turn the dial a little bit to the left, you'll be right in tune with whatever station that you're looking for, or not, or some station, right? That's that frequency. So you need to tune in to that frequency to be able to hear what you're trying to get in, right? Okay, I want to listen to R&B, so let me go to the R&B station. So let me tune into the R&B station. I can't get in to that station if I'm not on the right frequency, right? If I'm not able to hear their signal, I have to match their frequency. So I have to go to my device and I have to match my frequency to the frequency that they're on so I can be able to hear that. Now, that does not mean that any other radio station that's playing is not playing. So just because I'm tuned in to one frequency, that does not mean that there's not other frequencies over here going on over here. I'm at the stoplight over here, you know, listening to my R&B, and Jimmy over here is, you know, rhinestone cowboy listening to his country music. We're on two totally different frequencies. He's not tuned into what I'm tuned into, and I'm definitely not tuned in to what he's. And when you're trying to manifest something, whew, this one has gotten me like, I don't even know, but it's the same thing, right? You're tuned into that radio station, but it's fuzzy. So it's like, okay, I see this thing, a car, right? I'm thinking I want to manifest a car. I'm feeling what it feels like to be in that car. You know, I could be doing that for however many days. And okay, my frequency is rising. My frequency is rising. I'm tuning in, I'm tuning in, I'm tuning in, right? This is me pulsing, right? And this is the thing that I want, pulsing at the same frequency. And I'm down here and I keep raising my frequency. Okay, we're almost to the same frequency, right? And then some bullshit happens and I lower my vibration. And now I'm pulsing down at a lower vibration. Now I'm all the way over here. Boom, 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 boom. You almost had your new car. You almost had it, but something came, and now your vibration is lower and lower and lower, or further and further away from that thing. But you were just there, but one wrong turn, one wrong frequency, one wrong turn of the knob, one wrong turn of the dial, and now you're further and further away from what you were trying to pull into yourself or what you were attracting. And that's just if you're aware of it or not. Now, not being aware of it, again, that's you influence it or it influences you. This is always going on. This is always happening, no matter if you're aware of it or not. So being really, really mindful and choosing your words and choosing the people that you're around, the music that you're listening to, the things that you're wearing, the foods that you're eating, everything has a vibration. Everything has its own frequency. So being very, very mindful, like, okay, love versus peace or love versus war or things like that. That's two totally different ends of the spectrum, right? They both have a frequency, but which one do you want to be on? Where are the things that you want? Where are the things that you're trying to attract or call into your life? Most of those things are on a high vibration. So how in the hell do you expect to get them? How, if you over here listening to country and you're supposed to be listening to R&B? That's just me. That's just how I think of things. Your frequency, it's up to you. We totally have free will. I know it's really, really hard sometimes to keep that going. But another thing that helped me too, there is a doctor or a scientist a couple of years ago. He was really popular online. His name is Dr. Emoto, and he was doing experiments on water molecules and letting them sit for a couple of days and speaking certain words to certain jars of water. And through a microscope, he was able to show us what the molecules looked like. And then so you saw people on the internet doing their own tests and doing it with rice and I love you and I hate you in certain jars of these rices and waters and whatever. Fruits and everything, and seeing how it turned out for them. But that is the same thing that's happening within ourselves. There's not clear, I guess, on how much water, but you see things on the amount of water that we have in our body is anywhere between 75% to almost 90% water. So if your words are able to program water molecules, if your words are able to program rice in water, imagine how your words are programming you. And that is exactly the effect that your electromagnetic spectrum and everything you're putting into it and everything that you're allowing to come into it is affecting your body. It's affecting the water in your body. And that is how you move, that's how you act, that is how you are creating your own reality. So you literally are programming yourself. You're a little baby computer, you're a little baby cell phone, and you have a lot of technology to use. Use it or it will use you. It's definitely something that takes a lot of time. I still am dealing with it every single day, but these are just some of the things that have helped me, having this visual. Like I literally sometimes walk around thinking about myself inside this like matrix inside of this like bubble, like how you see in the picture and see like wavelengths coming out of my head and seeing wavelengths coming out of my mouth and seeing this pulse coming out of my heart. And okay, are they all aligned? Let me be careful about what signal I'm putting out, because I don't want the wrong person, you know what I mean, to get this signal. I don't want to call in the wrong thing. Or if I am being very focused on something that I'm trying to manifest, I need to make sure that I am focused on that thing and that my vibration matches that thing, so it can come to me quicker. And we're not keep playing this game. Oh, I'm here. Oh, I'm there. Oh, I'm there. I'm not. I'm almost there. Oh, I'm not. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, it's not. Like all that back and forth, like, it's about to be 2020, baby. We don't got time for that. No. And it's not really about anybody else. It's about you. It's about your life. This is your life. You can do with it whatever you want. Again, either you influence that unseen force or it will influence you. There's so many things. There's so many TV shows and songs and radios and other people. You need to be the master of your own ship. Do not let other people control your energy, control your vibe. Where are you trying to go? That's it. Figure it out and make sure that the signal that you're sending out matches where you're trying to go. And that's it. It is very difficult. It's not easy. Every single day, remember, okay, what am I thinking? Okay, what am I doing? I set reminders on my phone that go off like every hour. There's different ones. What are you thinking? That's just like, oh, boom. Okay, remember where you're going, right? What are you thinking about? Remember what you're trying to manifest. Remember where you're trying to go. Are you having a thought right now? Are you doing something right now that does not support where you're trying to go? Oh, bam, boom, let me get back on track. I lost my way. That's it. And keeping that vibration high. I did say I was going to give some tips about keeping your vibration high. It's different for everybody, because not everybody is on the same journey. Not everybody wants the same things, and not everybody has the same things that make them happy. Right? Sitting at the nail shop, you know, getting rubbed on and getting your nails done may not make you happy. That makes me very, very happy. Just certain songs, certain music, certain playlists, certain pictures, certain people. Call up your favorite person, have a conversation with them. Go back and watch your favorite movie. Color with your favorite color. Wear your favorite color. If you feel great, you know what I'm saying, all dressed up or with a popping ass red lip, wear your popping ass red lip every day for the week to keep your vibration high. If you like your hair a certain way, wear your hair that way. If you like a certain outfit, wear that outfit. If you like a certain food, eat those foods. Anything that's going to make you feel good. Because what you're trying to manifest, that's going to make you feel good. So stay in that energy, right? And those pulses, you're going to start pulsing and pulsing and pulsing and pulsing and pulsing faster and quicker together, and then whatever it is that you want will be there. I'm not saying that I have all the answers, of course. I'm just saying what works for me. I am a very visual, metaphoric type of person, and just wanted to share. That is all. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know down below what you guys do to visualize your vibration, if anything. That's it. Bye.